Hi guys, welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we got a great one for you today. We got a little section here with a little blurb module in it. If I hit the show more button, it's going to expand to reveal more content, and the button text is going to change to see less. If I click on it again, it's going to unexpand and take us back to the top again. Really nice little feature. Got to do a bit of coding for this today, but I've pre-written all the code for you and I'll just show you how to use it. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. Once enabled, let's roll down to where we want to work, and I'll delete this section and we'll start from scratch. Okay, go to where you want to put your section. I'm going to add a new section, little blue button right here. I'm going to make mine a regular section. Inside, I'm going to put a single column, single row. And inside there, I'm going to add a blurb module. Put whatever title you want in here. And put your content in there. But I'm going to get some more content. I'm going to leave this little bit in here. Let's just get some more content. I'm going to copy my content. I'm going to paste it in here. Now the bit that we want to have initially, let's say we want these two lines to show up, then when we expand, we want to see the rest of this stuff here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of gaps between here. That way I've got a bit of target area for this top bit. And let's change that to maybe why choose Divi. I just roll it, you'll see the blurbs down there. I'm going to close up the text now. Image and icon, I'm going to use an icon. As we're going to expand, let's just use that down icon. I move that out of the way. You'll see it right there. Okay, I'm going to go over to my text now. Image and icon, I think I'm going to make that icon purple. And if I roll down, I'm going to make that text, just going to centralize it all and just pop it in the middle. I'm going to change it from dark to light in a moment and put a dark background on. But with blurb modules, if I just make this a little bit smaller, we can see better. It's got a fixed width. I want to take it up. I want it to take up all the available width. So if I close up text here, we go down to sizing. It's got a content width of 550 pixels. I'm going to make mine 100%, 100%. And it'll take up all the available area there, which is exactly what I want. Great. Well, let's just decorate this now so it's the way we want it. In design, still, I'm going to go back to text. I'm going to make that light in color. It'll disappear onto that background. But I'm going to save this. We'll go up into our section, the blue tab of the section. I'm going to give this whole thing a dark background. You've got color, gradient, background image, video, background pattern or background mask. I'm going to use a simple color. I'm going to hit the three little dots to drop down the color palette, and let's use a dark gray. And of course, it's turned back up there. Great. Well, let's add a button now that we'll use to actually trigger this to make it bigger or smaller. So I'm going to hit the little dark module to add a button. There's the button. And I'm going to have my button say show more. And I want to pop it in the middle. So over to design, alignment. Now you may have noticed I didn't put a link in. I'm not going to put a link in. We're just going to use this with an ID once we put the code in. It's in the middle. Reason mine's purple with a blue. That's the way I've got it set up in my theme customizer there. If you want to change your button in any way, you can go to button, use custom styles and put it in however you want. In fact, I could change that. Might take that icon away. So I've hit the use custom styles for button. I'm going to roll down and I don't want to show a button icon, or I can use a down icon, I guess, but I don't want to show a button icon on that today. Great. So I've got my button in there. Okay, well, let's add a code module now. Underneath the button, I'm going to hit the little dot one to add a new code module. There it is. Now I'll put a link to all this code so you can have it, but I've pre-written all this code for you. If I just drag this over here, you can see our code. I've got a bit of CSS, which is between the style tags here. And I've got two little class names. One's telling it to give it a height of 200 pixels. And the other one is telling it to give a height of 100% expanded. Then underneath there, I've got some script that's basically going to tell the button when we click on it to switch from expanded or expandable to expanded and switch back again. It's also going to change the name. If you want to change the name, we've got that down here. See more and see less. Once you click on the button, it's going to go to see less. Initially, it's going to say see more. If you have something different in your button, you can change that right there. And we've got a few CSS IDs that we need to apply to our various elements to make this happen. And as we go along, I'll show you exactly how to do that. Now down the bottom, I've actually got an offset. So I'm having it scroll back to the top of the section, which is right here, after we unexpand it. And I've had to do a little minus 100 pixels to get it to the top of that section. So if yours isn't quite in the right place, just change that 100. You just put the value in, not the pixels on the end. At the moment, I've got it negative 100. Okay, well, let's copy all this code. Control A to select all. Control C to copy. And inside our code module, put my cursor in there, Control V to paste. And we've got it all in there. Just expand it a little bit. Okay, the first thing that we actually need to do is go into our section and give it an ID at the top so we can scroll back to the top. And I've given mine an ID of blurb top. And here we've got that blurb top get element ID. So it's an ID blurb top. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go into my section here. Let's just save our code. Going to go into my section, CSS IDs and classes. I want to make sure you put that in the ID and not the class. Great. We'll save that. Let's go back into our little code module now. And we've got our two classes here of expanded and expandable. So I'm going to set my expandable class. We need to take that without the dot, give it to my blurb module, which will shrink up my blurb module to being 200 pixels tall. And like I say, you can adjust this for whatever you want to show on yours. So let's do that. I'm going to grab the expandable, Control C to copy. We'll go into the blurb module itself, over to advanced. Now this was a class, not an ID, so make sure you put it in the class, not the ID. And as you can see, it's shrunk it up and it's only showing 200 pixels. Now if you wanted to make more modules and different rows and things, you could actually do this in the row or even the section itself, but I'm doing it on the actual module today. That's great. Well, what we need to do now is give our blurb module an ID so that we can target it when we click the button. So if we go back into our code module, now code modules don't take up much realty. If you have a problem getting to your code module, you can hit the little purple button below. Go over to the little icon on the left that says wireframe view. Click on it, it'll take you to back-end mode. There's the blurb, there's the button, there's the code. You can go into it that way if you need to. Okay, if we go down to this script, we're actually getting an element by ID, expandable element. Remember it says ID there, not class. So when we click on that button, well, I give the button a name, it's going to grab the expendable element, or expandable element, I should say, not expendable. So let's copy that. Make sure you don't get those little inverted commas at the end. Control C to copy again. And again, we've got to go into our blurb, over to advanced, CSS IDs and classes, and this time it's an ID. We've already given it a class of expandable. This time it's a CSS ID, so the button knows which element it's working on. expandable element. Great. Well, now we need to tell the button what it needs to do. And if we look at the code again, we've got a toggle button, get element by ID, and it's got to have an ID of toggle button. So if I select that toggle button, again, make sure you don't get the inverted commas there. Control C to copy. And we can go into our button this time. Over to the advanced CSS IDs and classes once more. Make sure you put it in the CSS ID, not the class. And there it is. Well, let's flip that back to desktop mode and see what it's looking like there. That's great. We've got our little icon there and a bit of the text. And then we've got our little button. So let's save our changes and see if this is going to work. Save draft or publish if you're ready. And we'll exit the visual builder. Roll on down. There's our little section. Let's click on the button. As you can see, it is expanding to reveal the rest of the blurb module there. And down at the bottom, we've got our See Less button. If I click on it, it's going to turn back to See More, and we're going to be at the top again. Just demonstrate once again. See More, click. Roll down, See Less, click. And we're back to how we were. And that's a great little feature to have on your site. Saves you a bit of real estate, and it's another interactive element for your visitors. Like I say, if you wanted to put more rows and different things in here, you could do it on the actual section or whatever rows you've got down here by giving them the ID of expandable element. But we had a request for this, so there's my best stab at it for you. And don't forget, I'll put the link to this code down below. I can't put this code down below the video today because of all the pointy brackets and things, but I'll link to a page where you can copy and paste it. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them down below the video. I'll do my best to answer them for you, or make a demo video. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.